श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So in the previous class we saw in the second dharana we saw 1 2 3 2 1 2 3. It's not 1 2 3 3 2 1. We are not doing some music 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3 3 2 1. No, that is not some tala. We are talking about pranayama, the dharana in those pranayama. Okay, so you are not stopping in the kumbhaka. The ball goes, hits and returns back. It doesn't stop there, it returns back. Okay, so that is the example we gave. So 1 2 3 2 1 2 3 2 1 2 3. Now I chant 1 2 3 2 1 2 3. That becomes a that is not pranayama. So while I chanted, see, it is very difficult for me to focus on my prana and your prana. So I say inhale, stop, exhale, stop, then it will be that is too difficult. Okay, so let us practice in our own rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, if you are able to inhale for 5, 10 seconds or 10 minutes, I don't care. But you are not stopping the prana. That is the only thing you have to follow. Inhale as much as possible, but don't stop the prana. Exhale, same amount of time. Inhale or different amount, does not really matter in fact. Inhale, exhale. You are just going to do the inhalation and exhalation without stopping the prana. When you do the inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, there is a pause for a second. That is the only thing you are going to follow. Okay, so now we know we have to focus on one hridaya, two the tip of the nose, and third the 1 inch stretched distance of your finger from your heart. Okay, that is the first. The second one is a stretched distance from your nose. That is the third point. The third is the stretched distance from the nose tip to the tip above the head. So that is the third point. See, that is what is the uttama state, to focus above the head, but without a point of reference, we will not be able to focus on that place. So it is easier to focus on the distance, stretched distance of fingers from your heart. Okay, now I focus 1 2 3 2 1 2 3 2. That is a peaceful movement of prana. Okay, now you know 1 2 3 2 1 2 3, whatever speed, 1 2 3 2 1, whatever speed, I don't care, but you are not stopping the prana. Okay, now 1 2 3, there are 3 points. 1 hridaya, 2 tip of the nose, 3 1 stretched distance from your heart. Okay, now instead of the second point, leave the second point, focus on 1 and 3. 1 is your heart and 3 is the stretched distance, dvadashanta. We are going to focus on only these 2 points for the first dharana. We skip the first dharana because it is impossible to do the first dharana without understanding the second dharana. Because in the first dharana, you have to focus on only the visarga, 2 points, the 2 dots, which is a heart and the dvadashanta. Heart and dvadashanta without a reference point is very difficult to focus on. So once you are habituated to this idea of what is heart and what is Dvadashanta, with the distance between heart and Dvadashanta, now you have a reference point. Now you can practice, because it is not just the Shambha Upaya, it is also Shakta Upaya, and we explained it as Ana Upaya also. Since we explained it as Ana Upaya, we should be able to practice it. So we will practice that first Dhāraṇā. First Dhāraṇā itself we didn't practice, and we are going to. Don't worry. First Dhāraṇā we are practicing now. How? See, let me explain with examples. A drop of water falls in the water, still water. A drop of water. What happens, sir? There is a dent in the drop of water. When it falls, there is a dent. Okay. Now, you throw the ball hits the wall and it comes to you. When you are going to receive the ball, you hold your hand. There is also a dent, similarly to the water. The water is as though about to catch the ball. Similarly, we are about the drop. We are also about to catch the ball. When the ball hits the hand, there is a curvature naturally. So, on one side, you have the wall. On the other side, you have a curved receiver. So, this transforms, it changes. The wall transforms into the curved receiver, and the curved receiver transforms into a wall. When I inhale, my heart is curved receiver, and the Dvadashanta, the external place is the external point is a wall. When I exhale, the external point is a curved place, and the heart is the wall from where the ball returns. Okay. Now, I am not going to say in, out. Okay. Let's just use this counter. I am just going to snap my fingers. That is the counter for inhalation or exhalation, and a beat with my hand is the stopping, the wall. Okay, you hit the wall. Now come back to the inhalation. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Now close your eyes. You have the air is outside or inside, that's not the matter. Air is outside. Now you are receiving it in the heart ball, the heart. Externally you are receiving, internally you are receiving. So you focus on the receiving area on both the sides. But the first one is visarga. Visarga means two dots. You have to focus on the two dots. Very true. If you remember the first Dhāraṇā, you are absolutely right. I am sure you don't remember, but this is what it is. Two dots is what you have to focus on. But even a yogi cannot concentrate on two dots at the same time. Mind can focus on only one thing at a time. That is the nature of mind. Therefore, you are focusing on either the heart receiving end or the external Dvadashanta receiving end. That is what you are going to do. Okay? Now, the third Dhāraṇā. Vāpi. No. Na vrajenna viśecchaktirmarudrūpā vikāsate nirvikalpatayā madhye tayā bhairavarūpā. Na vrajet na viśecchaktirmarudrūpā vikāsate nirvikalpatayā madhye tayā bhairavarūpā. Madhye bhairavarūpā nirvikalpa madhye marudrūpā śaktihi nirvikalpatayā vikāsate. Na vrajenna na viśecchaktirmarudrūpā. Tayā bhairavarūpatā. That is how we have to understand. Meaning, in the center means in the kumbhaka state, madhye. Some people interpret it as sushumna nadi. Okay, because when the prana and apana subsides, there is sushumna nadi, which is active. So now in the madhye, madhya dasha in the kumbhaka, we'll stick to kumbhaka in the kumbhaka because these are all pranayama techniques. So we'll stick to kumbhaka. In the kumbhaka, na vishet na vrajet marudrūpā śaktihi. Marudrūpā śakti, the power of the nature of air, the prana or apana. Na vishet na vrajet, it doesn't go or come. It doesn't go or fall, meaning it doesn't enter or exit. You don't inhale or exhale. When there is no inhalation or exhalation, in that point, that is the center point in kumbhaka avastha. That is a bhairavarūpatā, nirvikalpatayā, without any activity. Because activity presupposes the name and form. Because of the disassociation with the name and form, there is no activity. And because of that, when that name and form subsides, then the natural thing is for the bhairavarūpā to shine. That kumbhaka avastha, that state is what is the bhairava dhritu. Bhairava dhritu means that which holds the nature of bhairava. That is your inherent nature. Okay. Na vrajet viśecchaktirmarudrūpā. Now here, marudrūpā shakti means the prana apana. So na vrajet means from the heart to the dvadashanta, from the heart to the dvadashanta, the exhalation. Na vishet means doesn't fall in the inhalation from the dvadashanta to the heart. Nirvikalpatayā. Nirvikalpatayā means without any vikalpa. Vikalpa means the choice, which is a name and form. So there is no transformation because there is no association with name and form. And because this is the state which is explained to be unnila nimila samadhi. Unnila means to keep the sense organs or eyes open. Nimila means to keep the sense organs shut. So whether you have the sense organs open or the sense organs shut, there is no association with any of the transformations. There is no association with the sense objects. That's the idea. The moment the sense objects association is there with the sense, then there is naturally the transformation in the mind. There is no transformation in the mind. The mind remains calm because there is no association with the sense objects. You are compulsorily practicing this disassociation with the sense objects. Okay, that is the meditation. When you meditate, you give up the sense object association. It is like the churner which churns and destroys the sense organs association, like the fire burns the fuel to ash. That is what happens here. Now, what you have to do is we have to meditate on the gap. We already did. We didn't do this. That's a different thing. We'll understand the difference. So this is called as Shambhava-upāya. This is Shambhava-upāya. Some people accept it as Shambhava-upāya because there is no point of reference for meditation. What is said is there is no movement inside or there is no movement outside, meaning there is no inhalation, there is no exhalation. At that point, the kumbhaka, the shakti, the marudrūpā shakti stands still, and that is what is you have to focus on. It is not easy to do that. That is why, since there is nothing to hold on to, because there is no association with the sense objects, etc. Therefore, there is nothing to hold on to. Therefore, this is called a Shambhava-upāya. Though this is called a Shambhava-upāya, some people accept this as Ānava-upāya, a thing to be practiced. Why? Because there is still a focus on the madhyama dasha, the middle point. That is why it is called as a anopaya. Anyway, shambhovapaya, anopaya. Again, now shambhovapaya, then anopaya. Next is anopaya. So we are not going to practice this third dharana. Okay, we are not going to practice this third dharana because some people accept it as shambhovapaya, some people accept it as anopaya. Is that because of that? No. Even if we accept it as shambhovapaya, the fourth dharana is going to take the same idea in the form of anopaya. Therefore, if we practice that, this is as well practiced. Because from anopaya to śaktopaya to shambhovapaya to anupaya, that is the order. Okay. Now, the fourth is a kumbhitā, recitā, vāpi, pūritā va yadā bhavet, tadante śāntānāmāsau, śaktyā śāntaḥ prakāśate. Kumbhitā, recitā vāpi, pūritā va yadā bhavet, tadante śāntānāmāsau, śaktyā śāntaḥ prakāśate. Śāntaḥ is the name for Shiva, the Bhairava. Śāntaḥ prakāśate. Śānta gets illumined. The Śānta, the śāntaḥ, the Śānta, the one which is at peace, tranquil, where there is no spanda, there is no activity. He gets illumined. When his name is also called Śānta, śāntānāmāsau. He is called as Śānta. This fellow, asau, he, who yadā recitā vāpi kumbhitā vāpi, recitā api kumbhitā, pūritā vāpi kumbhitā bhavet, tadante. When you inhale and there is a kumbhaka, or you exhale and there is a kumbhaka, in that moment, is that not what we did in the second dharana? We meditated on that moment. The ball hits, it comes out. Right, you are smart. But there is a difference. Here we are trying to make the kumbhaka a possibility. There we didn't practice on the kumbhaka. We didn't focus on the kumbhaka. We stopped in the moment where the prana returned from wherever, inside or outside. That 1 second, 1 moment we focused on. We didn't stop it. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. We didn't do 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I told you, there is no music class or dance class. We do 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. There is a beautiful rhythm here without stopping anywhere. But when it hits that tree and returns back, that curve, we are focusing on that. Now here, he is asking us to, Bhairava is asking us to focus on that kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means the practice of kumbhaka as prescribed in yoga. Oh, I love this. No, I don't. Because I keep repeating, and even now I repeat, this is not a practice for everyone. Don't just get carried away because it is said kumbhaka. I'm going to stop there and focus on it. No. What you are saying is, you are saying something against Bhairava, is it? No. Whatever Bhairava said is what I am saying, because Bhairava does not want this Bhairava or that Bhairava, because there is no two Bhairavas. It's all one Bhairava. So Bhairava does not want you to extend this pranayama. He just wants to focus on a moment of rest in that pranayama, not one moment, one extra moment. Take one extra moment, that's all. Not too much. Just extend the gap. That is not the stupid pranayama which is prescribed here. Just extend a moment. Okay. Now here, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now here the dance starts. Okay. Now here, when you do this, you are stopping in the when the prana exits. There, you stop 1 extra second. Focus on that. The apana enters. There, you focus on 1 extra second. Okay. Now, this is prana. Extra second. Snapping of fingers is the prana or apana. And 1 extra second I am giving, not more than that. Focus on that. Okay? Close your eyes. So, this is what 1 extra second you are taking and you are meditating. It is easy to be carried away by this 1 extra second and add 1 more or 2 more. It's okay. 1 more extra. What is that? Doesn't seem to be more, but even a straw can break the camel's back. Careful. Pranayama is not a joke. Okay, you are just going to, the prana stops inside, then the prana is the one which goes outside. So there is a antakumbhaka, you stop and then start, then there is bahikumbhaka and then you start the apana. So antakumbhaka and bahikumbhaka, you are just focusing on it for a second extra, not more, for a second extra. Because you are not capable of doing the second dharana, you are not able to catch that point. So we are giving you an extra second. Okay, take an extra second, watch it, then come back. Take an extra second, watch it, then come back. It is like a slow motion of the ball hitting the wall and returning back. Stop, returns. Stop, returns, like they do in the cricket. Movement, stop. Okay, now that is what you are doing. Okay, you are not extending this thing because Bhairava does not want you to do that here. Okay, we will practice this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.